What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are the Third String Podcast back with a
Yep.
lot of energy because, hey, we need it and that's all we have. We're going to get into this thing right now. Daryl, good sir, as always. What are you thinking about today? What do you have for us?
Well, I guess we're gonna quickly just talk about what's going on in the world today.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I was about to say a lot of our sports, all of our sports had got
That
canceled.
crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy. Like, you flip through the TV and you're like, man, I know I can. I can't sleep right now. I know it's 1 a.m. I can go and watch a Warriors game.
you're right.
Nothing.
Nothing on sports is canceled because of the
Yeah.
coronavirus and the infection. We just had a report yesterday that we got up to 7 players who've got infected. 4 from the Nets, with Kevin Durant being one of them. Christian Woods of the
Correct. Yep.
Detroit Pistons, Donovan
Yep.
Mitchell of the Jazz, and of course Rudy Gobert of the Jazz. And
Yeah.
the Thunder just got tested a couple days ago. All of them came back negative, which is great. And the Lakers are getting tested today. And we just said
So the time of recording, which is
it is 7:10
March
Eastern.
7:10, Eastern Standard Time. They're being tested, and we will find out. We'll find out.
And it will be huge if LeBron or AD gets it. Infected. The problem is, people don't show symptoms, which is weird to me. The Nets are now defending because the mayor of New York said, why are athletes getting tested when sick people are waiting to be tested? And the Nets are defending that they have some of them have showed symptoms. When I read the report, only 3 of them weren't showing symptoms. One was. Of the 4, but for whatever reason, Adam Silver is on TV now, right?
Yeah,
he was on the jump. I didn't watch it. So what did he say?
He's just speaking on the situation, saying that they're obviously everybody's saying monitoring the situation, this, and that, and they're now looking. Which I like this part. I like that he's actually giving us a kind of time frame, a deadline, because nobody's giving anything. Everybody's saying 2 weeks, 15 days. They're giving to the end of March, but we know that's not the case. So we're gonna wait for new statements to come out with everybody and everything. So I like that he is saying we're looking to mid to late June for a start
to look forward to. The problem with the coronavirus, and I know it's a lot of things we don't know, and this was handled by leadership horribly, is that we don't know.
Just to say it, yeah.
I've been in the house. I've been working from home for 4 days, and it's like we were told we might go back to the office April 1st is what they're gunning for, which is kind of seems now realistic, but at least that's what they're gunning for. But it's like, they're telling, at least they told something, like you said, most things we hear, nobody's not telling us anything
at all.
And I think that's what's getting nerve-wracking with people. So I'm glad it's over. It's giving us a time frame for people who don't know. I was supposed to get married in 2 days, so the coronavirus has affected me, where my wedding has been postponed to I guess late June. Is it?
Yeah.
And so it's been affecting all of our lives in a crazy manner. But, man, we need sports back, man. This has been the most boring.
So I spoke on this, and I'll speak on it here in this podcast. People always wonder, why do entertainers, such as celebrities, what have you, why do they get paid so much? Yes, the doctors, the teachers do deserve that and need it. Obviously, doctors do get paid, but teachers and other forms of professions, they deserve to, which is true. They do. But why do we pay athletes so much? This is why. Because if you do not have entertainment and you were just stressed and working, which we are in a stressful time, and we're just stressed, the world needs a balance, something to counter it. Therefore, they may not need to be paid that much, but how many people watch and how much do they bring in revenue wise?
Right.
That you pay them that much, even though they're actually being in a way underpaid compared to what the owners and the stadium people that own the stadium are making. So, we pay them, or they're paid that much rather, so they can entertain us and keep us happy. Because they're diehard fans. So this is all they
Right.
have. Now they have nothing, and God bless them because they're struggling. They're hurting through this time. We all are in different
Mm-hmm.
ways. This is a sports based podcast, so I'm speaking sports related. Yeah, they entertain us. Movie stars entertain us. Musicians entertain us. We need that. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's weird.
you're right. No, it's weird, and I haven't even played my 2K game. It was just like
I haven't started with any games yet because I don't want to get burnt out of them this early. It's kind of like your food supply. You don't want to go through it right now.
Well,
Like,
I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I kicked that back up, and
that's fine.
I play a lot of side missions, man. It's because I got that. I got Devil May Cry.
Oh, that's smart. That's actually smart to do. I think I was gonna go back to Red Dead Redemption 2 because that game is just open. There's so many things with it.
Yeah, after that,
So
I have Devil May Cry, the newest one. And
the new one?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So
nice.
That's the next game I play. And wouldn't it be dope? I'm gonna take it off topic for 1 second, and we can get back. Wouldn't it be dope if Resident Evil bumped it up early? Resident Evil comes out April 3rd, but that would be dope.
They're dropping the demo by the weekend.
Yeah, but April 3rd it comes out. So it's gonna right around the corner, but they should just throw it up early. They should throw it. I thought that would be
I'll take this.
Yeah.
But that actually wouldn't surprise me because, for example, Childish Gambino dropped an album overnight at midnight.
Yep.
If anybody cares, Frozen 2 was supposed to drop in June. Mm-hmm. It got put on Disney Plus. I think the new Star Wars is about to get released early.
Right.
Everything's coming at us now because that is the company's only chance of making revenue is giving it to us digitally.
Right.
You can't wait. So I wouldn't be surprised, and honestly, I would love it, even though April 3rd is not that far away. Trust me, that thing's gonna destroy. It's gonna be good.
I'm already gonna pre-order, but I would just been dope. This is how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Here
you guys go.
I thought it was funny. But the only thing back on track, the only thing that's entertaining us is football is saving our lives. The football news is
really starting yesterday at the time of recording, Tuesday the 17th. You started hearing more talks about things, and other people were getting released and stuff.
Right.
But now, starting today, you're starting to see things really happen, and I'm happy, and more is going to occur. And just to talk a few things about the Falcons. And sorry, guys, to you all listening and watching. It's a little less structured because of how usually we have topics like, oh, we're going to talk Falcons. We're just kind of going with it and giving you guys a two-way street type of conversation that you guys can chime in later on in the comments.
Right.
So we're just, chit-chatting about all this. So about the Falcons, I saw what Trufant got released.
Wes
Freeman
and Luke Stalker, which Luke Stalker, I didn't like Luke Stalker getting because he's a scapegoat because Matt Ryan threw a lot of interceptions to Luke Stalker, but he got released as well. Wes Weiser didn't get released. He just didn't get re-signed. He went to the Redskins. Austin Hooper went to the Browns, which was really shocking.
Right.
He picked the Browns, the Packers. He just picked the money.
So how do you feel about these decisions? Like majority of them.
First of all, I think me and you were on the same with Austin Hooper. I thought he was really good, but it's not like he was a Kittle, Kelsey. He wasn't a tight end.
He wasn't. He was good though, like you said.
He was good. He never eclipsed 1,000 yards. He was only in the Pro Bowl as an alternate. I just never thought Austin Hooper was deserved. Like, he's the highest paid tight end in the league right now.
Is he?
Yeah. He's highest paid in the league. Austin.
Not deserving of that.
So then we traded with the Ravens for it's their second string tight end, but he's a first round pick The only reason he didn't get to start because he got hurt his rookie year, and then Mark Andrews started over him, which he was a rookie too,
Right.
and he just shined and kept Mark Andrews at the spot. So Hayden Hurst is really good, but they had like 3 tight ends. So
yeah.
So Hayden Hurst, I think, is going to be good. I do not. If I had to complain about anything about this trade, I don't like that we traded a 2nd round pick, the New England pick. I don't like that we did it. As I started to really think about it, we are not in the position to have rookies come here and be our savior.
Not now. I want you to break down why.
Because if you're a coaching staff that's on their last leg, you cannot rely on people who've never been in the league before, who haven't produced, to save your job. You need to have veterans here who have done it before. That's why Hayden Hurst, the trade does make sense. And signing Dante Fowler Jr., which I think we're all shocked. We all wanted him, but we were all shocked that we got him.
That it happened. Like, did you hear reports about that prior, or did we just like discuss that and it kind of came into fruition?
No, we because he talked about he wanted to be in Atlanta because he was him and Dan Quinn. He was coaching Florida with them, so he
That's true.
Be with Dan Quinn. I just didn't think we had the money to do it. So cutting Trufant was shocking to me because our cornerback.
Not me.
No, you
not me. Clean house.
Our secondary,
been saying that for like 2 years.
It's so young now. So the draft, I think you draft offense, but you sign defense. But I'm gonna
on free agents. Yep.
But I'm gonna be a hypocrite here. I think your first 2 picks has to be defense. And gladly, I didn't like the pass rushers. We were coming at 16. I didn't like them. The only one person should be the number 1 pick, and if not, we should be down. That's Javon Kinlaw, defensive tackle, South Carolina. We need a pass rushing defensive tackle because last time we had it with Dontari Poe, when we had that defensive tackle next to Grady, we were in the Super Bowl. So you have Kinlaw, Grady, and Fowler coming off the edge. Attack. I don't know really what you do attack, but
we'll see in the upcoming days and weeks. I think we get the draft in a little over a month.
Yeah, it's in which is still going on, by the way. Draft is still going on.
Is it gonna have people?
I don't think so.
That's weird, man.
Yeah,
I said you could have satellite-like locations, and make sure that the cameramen are safe as far as they don't have anything because you can't have them go to different homes. Just do it that way, and then have the commissioner at the place in front of the podium in a close-up zoom rather than a wider frame, and go that way.
Or if you're gonna have them there, you can only have the family there. Like not even probably have like
immediate
family and their agents, and that's it.
Correct.
But the problem is the best part about the draft is the fans' reaction. So if you're not gonna
I know
fans' reaction, it's like
you can't even do it like a reaction. Oh, they're at a bar. They're not even at the stadium. They're at a bar. You can't even be at the
at a bar. You remember when the
Yeah.
Giants drafted Daniel Jones and how mad everybody was?
Yeah.
That's what we
I
need.
feel that's still a good pickup, though.
No, it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was too soon, too, so I was proven wrong. But that reaction is what you need, especially this was supposed to be in Vegas. That's crazy.
I wonder what it's going to be like. I mean, I guess we'll for sure find out, but I wonder what it was going to be like. Or what? No, rather, I wonder what it's going to be like. Not what it was going to. What, since you said it is going to happen, what is it going to be like? So
yeah,
fake crowd noises.
Fake. Oh, pumping Falcons would know.
Yeah.
Stop. Like the problem is you don't see a lot of stuff happening, and that's like a lot of signings because the NFL made rules that they can't see the people personally. So some people like Leon Clowney, people can't check his medical. So that's why he's not getting the contract he's want because people can't check to see if he's good. I read a report that Todd Gurley was getting traded to the Buccaneers. I don't know how true that is.
Trust me. We didn't even mention about the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
We haven't mentioned yet in this podcast.
but the problem is people don't want to trade for Todd Gurley because they can't check his medicals. People
That's
don't
true.
want to sign Melvin Gordon because they can't check his medicals. So all these people who is hurt, they can't check the medicals. That's why they're not coming off the board. So it's a
So this is going to be a late. They're going to be late signings till probably all this clears up.
Yeah. Well, also in their contract is going to be you are signed to this contract barring your medical. So we're going to sign you, but if your medical don't check out, we're going to void the contract. It's going to be in the contract.
Okay. Right. They can't be checked out right now though till later on.
Yeah, so whenever they clear it to do it.
Correct.
Or what they could do is they find like a somebody who's not affiliated with the NFL. If the team agrees and the player agrees, then maybe do it that way.
I think that might be best if you want to take that way because of like it is what it is right now, man. So yeah, we'll see. But those guys will be picked up for sure. Now let's talk about Tampa. Like, what's going on in Tampa right now?
Tampa is, man, this is why I said, Arthur Blank, you might want to think about firing Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff now, because with Tom Brady, we all know Tom Brady, especially us in Atlanta, the greatest quarterback ever, has put a memo that he was leaving New England, and where does he go? Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. He's smacked down in the division, and he's just going to rain terror on the Falcons. As far as just his legacy is now coming in our division, that sucks.
And this is the thing too about it for us Falcon fans. We know about Tampa Bay. Mike Evans killed us, and Chris Godwin killed us.
And now you have a legit quarterback.
Who will not give the ball back to us.
No.
All they need is one thing, and that's what I'm saying. If they get Todd Gurley, the only thing Tampa Bay was missing was a running back. That is it.
Agreed.
They were tops in defense.
I don't believe they're done. They're not done at all with making moves.
If they get Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
They get Todd Gurley.
Even I'm going to watch every game. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Did you see the ticket sales?
Yep.
Skyrocketed.
I got a friend who's a Buccaneers fan. I gotta see if he's gonna be if he's season tickets.
Well, I'm hyped at least that they're coming here, so we can kind of capitalize on that. So that's gonna be crazy seeing him in
right now.
That's gonna be crazy to see him in that uniform. In like, it's just weird.
It's gonna be
weird times, man.
It's gonna be weird, but you could see their relationship was kind of like fizzling. Him and Bill Belichick was very fizzling out. What are the Patriots gonna do? Because the Patriots also did have talent, and now they don't have a quarterback.
Two things. They're speaking on possibly just hanging on at this point in time to Stidham or whatever, the back. And or there are reports that I don't think this is going to happen, but people try to make the case about Cam Newton. There's no way those fans will welcome him.
Yeah, well, Cam Newton, first of all, you got to trade for Cam Newton. That means you got to give up assets for him. And then why would you do that? And again, Cam Newton.
Wait, wasn't he released though? As far as like,
he hasn't been released. He was okay to seek a trade, so he wasn't released. And the Los Angeles Chargers have already reported that they're not signing a veteran quarterback. So that means they're going to either draft, which I think they're going to do Justin Herbert, and Tyrod Taylor, who they have. They're going to have him and then have Justin Herbert. But
I think that's smart because you had a guy that was there forever long. So start over.
So a lot of things said Andy Dalton. I don't think if you're the Bengals, you let go of Andy Dalton. Why? Because Joe Burrow is still a rookie. He needs somebody who can help teach him the role. Even though Joe Burrow is your starter, you need an Andy Dalton to kind of
agree
development.
Personally though, I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like they're just going to be like, Burrow, you're that guy. You're awesome.
So then you trade for Andy Dalton, and the only other person you could trade for is Jacoby Brissett, because I think Indianapolis Colts will look to unload him.
As of now, reports say they're looking to keep him.
Oh wow! So they're going to pay him
Yes.
and Philip Rivers, which they're paying Philip Rivers $25 million, even though it's a 1-year contract.
1 year. Yes, correct.
So
We'll see. I mean, things as you can see in life, it can change daily. But as of now, I've read reports that they're looking to keep him.
well, then Cam Newton is only one other spot for him, and that's probably Miami. And that's if you want to keep Cam for 1 year and give Tua a year to rest. I'm assuming they draft Tua Tagovailoa. Assuming.
Yeah.
But you might give him a year to rest.
I don't see Cam Newton getting a big contract right now. I mean, as far as not a big contract, but a big landing spot. He's going to have 2 homes in 2 years.
The only other one would probably be Jacksonville because they just traded Nick Foles. But Cam Newton,
which was interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. But Nick Foles is not going to get a big contract not Nick Foles, Cam Newton, because what I said earlier, you can't check his medical. So
true.
If you can't check his medical, why am I trading for you?
That's true.
That's gonna I think the Panthers are gonna have to just cut him. I think they're just gonna have to cut him because why would I trade for him?
Yeah, that's low-key sad. Yeah.
Yeah, and
said, you're right.
He said, "I want to be here." He's because he was.
Yeah, he did.
See, we gave Cam permission to seek a trade, and he was like, "Man, don't make it seem like this was a mutual thing. Y'all don't want me. Here. I love Carolina. Y'all don't want me here."
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't see.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And the problem is him and Jameis Winston. Where are these?
Where's Jameis?
Where are these people going to go?
Hey, Jameis Winston, starting quarterback for the New England Patriots.
Yeah. I mean, if you believe, first of all, Jameis Winston has all the talent in the world. He only does one thing bad, and he turned over the ball historically too much.
Hit 30 for 30. Yeah. Oh, man. Sorry.
You're Bill Belichick, and you're as confident as you say. Don't you think you could stop that?
It's true.
I think Jameis Winston should go to New England. I think that should be the move.
It's not really what he should do or what any of these quarterbacks. It's what they want to do.
Right.
So we'll see. If you ask me, I'm getting Brissett right back. If I'm New England, he already knows the culture. Yep. He's done very well there.
Yep.
He's won.
Yep.
But I don't know, and I don't think any of that's going to happen. They might. Okay, let's just talk about Patriots. Are you kind of hyped about this for the sense that they might actually be trash?
I don't think might. I think they will be trash. I think Buffalo is going to be better. Miami's going to be better. I don't have faith in the Jets, but I think they will. They're going to be at least the 3rd best team in the division, depending on
how great. How long have we talked about this myth of this happening?
Yeah.
And then it's actually here?
In Tom Brady's career, they have won 16 divisional titles. 6.
I think okay. I think it's interesting. I knew Tom Brady wasn't going to stay in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Too much loyalty and all this other foolishness. And you don't want to meet up with your old team because you love them so much and the fans. You want to go out on a good note and whatnot. So he knew that the AFC, it was a changing of the guards. With all the young, hot talent in there on that side, he knew that he couldn't last.
All right.
So he goes to old man game in the NFC South, which is still dynamic. To me, it's the best division in football.
It is. Right now, it is.
Yes. But he knows, man, where can I go? Then you have this opening because Jameis Winston is, gone. Then you have 2,000-yard receivers in Tampa. Yeah, I have a chance to really do some damage and be in the sunshine.
And you with Bruce Arians, no state income tax. It was just everything.
Yes.
But it won't.
It's a win.
It won't be a cakewalk like it was in the AFC East. It won't be a cakewalk.
Oh no, it's not, and that's what we all want to see as well. Mm-hmm. We know how great Tom Brady is, but let me ask this question again: how good is Tom Brady? I guess right now.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a cakewalk because not only will it not be a cakewalk in this division, we're talking about the whole NFC as a whole.
Yep. The NFC.
The NFC is bro. The NFC is no joke.
Yep.
So yeah, that's interesting. And then also Diggs going to Buffalo.
That was unexpected. It just seemed like Diggs was unhappy there, which was I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, for Buffalo, he's actually the wide receiver they need because he can do the intermediate routes. He's not also a threat, but he could do intermediate. And we don't know Josh Allen. We know he's a good runner, but we don't know how great he is at dissecting the defense. So I thought it was a good one. I thought I was just shocked that Diggs leaving. But I thought DeAndre Hopkins was by far the surprise. Him being traded to Arizona
for sure, and for what he was traded for. Yeah,
David Johnson, an injured running back, and a second-round pick.
Oh, trust me, the internet roasted him. The internet roasted them.
And then if you're Deshaun Watson, like you're like, bruh, like what are you doing? What are you doing?
I must know what Deshaun is going through during this time. I want to know because you have to be mad throughout everything going on in the world, and then you hear that. Yeah, you got to be mad, man.
So I'm like, yo, you have to give me CeeDee Lamb because I thought CeeDee Lamb was a shoo-in to be drafted by Arizona. So to me, you got to give me Judy, Lamb, Hug, like whoever. Higgins, whoever's the top wide receiver, like you better, it's the only
you're right.
Is the wide receiver class in this draft is really good, and it sounds like the Texans just didn't want to pay Hopkins. He wanted to, he was going to want a new contract, and they didn't want to pay him. But
they mentioned that there was some type of beef, but he just ruled that out and said, "No, that wasn't true."
It was Michael Irvin said it was a beef, and he's like, "Nah."
I know. Like Michael Irvin, bro. Like, what?
Like, chill.
Who are you right now to say anything, man? Just chill out.
I was supposed to go to the Hawks game today, and I'm getting so many messages like, "Your game is about to start."
Throws the phone.
Yeah,
like, yeah, man.
Was there a move that kind of surprised you, other than like we just talked about Hopkins? Hooper getting his contract. Was there anything that kind of surprised you?
Just how we speak things sometimes on this podcast, and then things actually happen. We get a lot of things. Guys, go back into like our past podcast episodes. We get a lot of things right, and then we call things that people don't really see coming.
Right.
I mean, like Kawhi going to the Clippers. You guys weren't thinking about that. Nobody was. And then just like Fowler going to the Falcons, like that's awesome. Now, anything else that happened other than what we spoke on? No. Maybe Graham going to the Bears. I guess that's just like odd.
He just keeps getting contracts,
and him just being released was weird too, because like they just picked him up.
I thought Nick Foles being traded to the Bears to me.
That was weird.
I'm just like, if you're gonna, I guess you wanted a quarterback that you could push Mitchell Trubisky, but might not overtake him. So that's why you probably didn't do a Cam or a Jameis Winston, because he probably could overtake them. I thought Marcus Mariota going to the Raiders was interesting because that's almost in the same boat. Derek Carr and Mitchell Trubisky are almost in the same boat. We were clamoring for Marcus Mariota to Atlanta.
Yeah.
We most likely did not have.
But reports say they love Schaub.
Yeah, they signed him to an extension. So that's that. Devondre Campbell is still out there. I think he could come back to Atlanta. I hope he comes back. I was shocked that Trufant got cut. We all picked Devontae Freeman.
I was shocked, but I was hyped.
Yep, and they're saying Trufant might go to like Dallas. I think
I can see that.
I saw another 10. I can't think of it, but Trufant is another one. You have to check his medicals because he's been hurt.
Now mentioning medicals, Jameis Winston just had LASIK surgery.
Yeah, They was like that.
No. Is that considered something where they I don't know. It's surgery. Cam had surgery. Does it matter what body part you have surgery on?
No,
You need your eyes to throw.
the Buccaneers coaching staff should be fired. If they didn't, if he comes in and said the problem was he needed LASIK surgery,
Yes. Do you remember him in college?
yes.
Do you remember him in college? Yeah. He had a huge issue with seeing. It was like terrible. He used to be like this trying to see the plays. Now
Fired. Somebody should be
and
fired
he's still
if they couldn't get.
yeah. Because I get it as a college kid, you go through that, and he was still a beast. He was still, but then you get drafted that high, and then you go throughout your whole career there, and nobody pointed it out about his eyes. My mom actually, yeah, that's true. He might have been in denial. But when I met him, he was wearing glasses, but he doesn't wear the contacts, I guess, during games, or he did and he stopped. Maybe he stopped because he's like, hey, I was better when I didn't wear them. I don't know. But my mom called it for a long time. She was like, maybe he still can't see him. Like, you really think that he's not wearing contacts right now? Like, come on now. And then later on reports, time passes, he's getting LASIK surgery. I'm like, wow, she was right. Like, that's weird.
I throw 3 interceptions. Guess I need LASIK now. Like, why couldn't been happen? Like, it's just like,
yeah. Man, I throw 30 picks. I must need my eyes checked.
Be whoever that medical staff that couldn't pick that up should be,
because y'all don't check everything. His eyes, can he see? Like, he has a history.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What about the new CBA getting approved?
Shocked me. I knew it was in discussions to do so. Weird that it got approved on both ends. I wonder how it got approved on. Huh?
I said the first try it got approved.
Yeah. I'm shocked and I'm curious about why, how it got approved on the player side. You know what I mean? Like, why?
Yeah. They said that it was a slim margin because with the players, you just need majority. And they said it was like a slim margin that it passed. But so we are going to move to 17 games. We're going to have the extra playoff teams.
That's great for us.
No, that's great for us. But weed is not as punishable. Like, you got to almost get caught 7 times before you actually like get a serious punishment for weed. Man. That's really, I think their revenue went up, like it was like 48 point something %, which is, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's like, I think we went 47 to 48 point something, but which don't sound like a lot, but that's some millions of dollars. Like, so I was shocked that it went through its first time because a lot of the stars, like Richard Sherman was like, no, but then Ryan Fitzpatrick was like, yes. So I was
shocked. They be getting paid more now?
Oh yeah, because the percentage went up that much, they will be getting paid more. So that's like the cap goes up. So when the cap goes up, there's more money that you can give to the players. And that's
are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about contracts, but they're also I was talking about contracts, but they'll also be getting paid an additional money. So you make it to that extra round, you're gonna make more money because in the playoffs you make more money. So
right. Then the extra 17 game will be prorated.
Yes.
So depending on the game, you'll get a fraction of whatever.
Now, did they cut out with this? I wasn't sure. Did they cut out with this preseason game?
I didn't see that because they talked about cutting 2 preseason games. I didn't see anything about preseason.
I heard 1. I didn't know 2. That 2 would be awesome.
They added, and then I didn't hear anything about an extra bye week. I know that the game day moved up from is it 48? How many is it now? It's 40 something, and I think it moved to 48 was the actual game day roster.
So,
and
something like that.
Yeah, and one of them has to be an offensive lineman. Has to be offensive lineman.
Okay. Makes sense.
Also, they were trying to get rid of franchise tags, but they didn't. They still have 2 franchise tags, a transition tag and a regular franchise tag.
Right.
So I don't know. It sounds like a lot of much didn't change other than weed and for the player side, other than weed and
that's about it. Yeah.
They got a little bit more money. I'm sorry, that's my dog barking.
He's hyped.
He's hyped of the new CBA.
Yes, that's all. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about it as far as more games, especially during this time in life. You give me more on the back end of 2020, I'm good. I'm good.
We talked about it our last podcast, and my problem was it just was based off greed. There was no real reason why you needed another game. It was just based off greed. And because it was based off greed, I was weary about it. But like, what's up with their medical insurance? They wanted lifetime medical. Did that help? I didn't hear anything about their medical being a little better.
I would love that for them.
Yeah, but they don't. They don't have lifetime medical. So that's something that they need to fight for. But are we only caring about money at this? I think the young guys only care about right now, and the older guys are caring about money, but the younger guys might have prevailed. Might have been more.
Yeah, the like the Cam Newtons who's at 9 seasons.
Right.
Those guys on up care because that's a blessing to make it that far. But the ones that are under that, they're just starting. So you're right. They're probably caring about money.
Yeah, they're caring about money. Yeah. But I was just shocked that, I was shocked that it passed. I don't know, why is he barking?
Yeah. You could go see.
I think it's cool. I don't even hear something. I think somebody's vacuuming or somebody's doing. Oh. So what do you expect? So let's go back to the Falcons. So we know that that Austin Hooper is gone. Wes Schweitzer, if you care, is gone. Trufant is gone. Is gone.
Right.
Devontae Campbell might come back. We re-signed Means, Tyler Davison. I think Kevin Smith, the fullback.
Yep.
Dante Fowler, Hayden Hurst. What do you expect the Falcons to kind of do in the draft? Like, now the draft is about to come up. Well,
I don't even think we're done with free agency. I don't even think we're done with that.
I'm skipping ahead, but what do you see? Like, I told you our first pick should be a defensive tackle, Javon Kinlaw, if he's there. If he's not there, it has to be quarterback. What do you expect?
We need offensive linemen.
You think a guard? The right guard?
I would love that. That's so important.
You already did 2 first-round picks last year on offensive linemen and signed 2 veterans that didn't work out.
Right. Are you rolling these people out for good, or are you giving them like, hey, second year's the charm?
I think you draft offensive linemen later in the draft. Solomon Kinley from Georgia is one of ones. He can play center and guard. But let's just be honest. Thomas Dimitroff is terrible at picking offensive linemen. I just don't want him to do it. That's why. I don't want him to do it. So I think defensive tackle, corner. My first 2 picks, defensive tackle, cornerback, and then maybe go guard and running back later on. Like was it Kashawn Vaughn from Vanderbilt? Cam Akers is what I want from Florida State.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
I do like that guy.
Well, if they draft Andrew Smith, I wouldn't be mad at it. Depending who all went before.
Honestly, I think they've been making good decisions so far. And yes, that's hard for me to say. But they've been making actually like really good decisions or decent ones. And they know this is the last chance. So why I think they're taking their time.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying.
And I appreciate that. Yeah.
Sign defense, sign defense, but draft.
Go back to defense is king.
Yeah, you can draft a running back. So you don't need to sign a running back. But I'm happy they did Dante Fowler. And I know I said I'm being a hypocrite with their first 2 picks being defense, but I think Javon Kinlaw is a huge talent. He can pass rush from the middle. But also you still have Tyler Davison who could come in on running plays. And you can disguise him in the middle with Grady and Dante Fowler, so he's a little bit more hidden. And plus, our defensive tackles have been trash next to Grady. Hasn't been as good as Grady.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, though, is cornerback. And that's why I'm like, you have to get like a top cornerback, like AJ Terrell Diggs from Alabama. Kristen Fulton from LSU, your boy CJ Henderson from Florida.
Yep.
So you just gotta make sure.
I really think we're going to focus on defense. It's gonna be a very selective team. Like, they're gonna handpick that team. And then we're going to actually just, because the reason I say that, we're going to draft some defensive people. We are at some point. But we're gonna mix and match. The reason I say that is I think Dan Quinn's going to lean on what he knows, what got him here. And he's going to draft the right people that are available, and then he's going to sign free agency. And then I think we're going to have majority people from offense drafted. The reason being is because we already have a lot of good people on our team, especially on offense. Yeah. If you can just fill in the gaps, worry about the draft picking, having whoever pick those people, and then defense wins championships. So let's go and win one.
Because if you could get a right guard and just draft a running back, you're set at offense. You don't need anything.
Now hand pick everybody else. Yes, on defense.
Defense, you need a cornerback because you want to put Kendall Sheffield in the slot. Isaiah Oliver, you want him as a second corner, so you're going to need to draft a number one corner. You need a defensive tackle. If you don't get Devondre Campbell back, you need an outside linebacker, which I'm saying sign DeAndre Campbell back. And you need a safety just in case Keanu Neal goes down again. I think if you do those, so that's why the defense needs a lot more attention than the offense. Offense, like a running back, and you don't even like a running back doesn't even have to be high on your list because we've seen like people do it without a major running back. But if you can guard, I know people are saying Matt Gono is the guard that's already on our roster that's fighting for the starting spot, and people have him picked. So you have that. If you let's say you put Dono in, then that's a guard you don't have to pick, and then you can move to get all these other defensive helps and maybe go up for a running back.
Right.
I'm getting dark in here. I turned the light dark. I didn't realize how dark it was here.
But I think that's all good. Now it's up to them to just make the right decisions, man. So far, it might be early, but they're doing okay.
They're doing good.
It's how you finish, not how you start. So
don't blow it.
Don't blow it. That's all.
Blow it.
Yeah. Anything else to really discuss?
I think that's really it because we don't have there's not sports going on, so
I mean, we're feeling it just feels like with ESPN, for example. ESPN's like talking about the same things, but they just put on different people to talk about the same thing. Like, I want to know what he has to say.
Yeah, basically it's Tom Brady.
Right now that's all day. It's been weird. Saying TB and TB. Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Cool.
That's right. So, hopefully, well, not hopefully because it won't happen, but next week we could talk about some more news and more free agency.
There'll be more free agent pickups and other things,
and then we'll get ready for the draft. What we could do next week is we could do our mock draft, and get ready for the draft.
Okay, that works.
So, do you want to do the whole first round, or do you want to do just an Atlanta mock draft?
We can do Atlanta first, and then we still have time before the draft to do the whole thing after. So we'll start with Atlanta.
Cool. So I'll send you that link I sent you when we did this.
Please.
And we'll do it because it's already been updated with the new draft pick. So we lost we have an extra 4th round pick, but we lost our second round pick.
Right.
And next week we'll go over the draft and we'll see what we pick for the Falcons we'll see if we can save
Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if they save their job next week.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. So, with that being said, I don't have any pop topics because there's not a lot of stuff for me to talk about in that sense. What about you?
Only quick question: do you think Antonio Brown comes back?
Bro, I forgot about this man. Wow. Um, with the amount of receivers that are coming out that are talented, no.
Yeah, and they said I read a report that said they were trading Todd Gurley and Brandon Cook for Chris Godwin, and I said this has to be fake because that makes no sense. But
Right.
yeah, I think the Buccaneers will be the only team, and Bruce Arians has already said that he's not a fan of Antonio Brown. So
Yeah.
I don't, and like you said, the new talent of wide receivers, why would you do it?
What's the dude that just was on trouble again? Receiver that was on
Oh,
the
Josh
Browns.
Gordon.
Yeah, he'll be
Gordon.
back. Especially with this
Yeah.
change with the marijuana thing. He'll be back.
Oh, he's like, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, 7 mishaps. All right, I'm going up to 6. Like,
Cool.
yeah.
No, but that's it for
All
me.
right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, man. So, with that being said, shorter episode, but effective.
Yes.
We'll be back next week with another amazing episode. Sorry for the little delay. You all stay safe. Yeah, all things considered, just stay safe. You guys can see on the ticker right there. Follow us on our social medias, and then this will be up it's Friday as usual. So on SoundCloud. Yo and Daryl, we'll see you guys next week. Y'all take it easy and stay safe. Peace.